Stop scrolling right now, pause for 5 seconds and notice what you were just thinking about. Was it something you're worried about? Something you regret? Something you haven't even done yet but you're already convinced will go wrong? Yeah, me too. Here's the thing that's messing with me right now. I just realized I've had the same argument with someone in my head 17 times this week, 17 times, and the conversation hasn't even happened in real life yet. My brain is out here writing fan fiction about my own failures, and honestly I'm tired. If your thoughts feel like a toxic ex who won't stop texting you, this video might actually save your life. Let me paint you a picture. It's Thursday afternoon. You're trying to work, trying to study, trying to do literally anything productive, but there's this weight sitting on your chest, and every 2 minutes your brain decides to remind you of that cringy thing you said in 2019, or how you're probably going to fail, or how everyone secretly thinks you're annoying. And the wildest part? You know it's irrational, you know you're spiraling, but knowing doesn't stop it, does it? It's like watching yourself drown from above your own body. You can see it happening, but you can't grab the life raft. I spent 3 years like this, 3 years where my own thoughts felt like a prison I couldn't escape, and then one night at rock bottom, eating cereal at midnight and Googling how to turn your brain off, I stumbled onto something that actually worked, not some wellness influencer nonsense, something real. Here's what nobody tells you: you can't fight your thoughts. Every time you try to force them away, they come back stronger. It's like trying to not think about a pink elephant. Congratulations, you're now thinking about a pink elephant wearing a top hat. So here's the trick: you have to trick your brain right back. The pattern interrupt, your negative thoughts run on autopilot, right? Same spiral, different day, we're going to crash the system. Next time that voice in your head starts up, I want you to do something completely random: bark like a dog, sing the alphabet backwards, count to 100 in sevens. I know it sounds unhinged, that's the point. Your brain literally cannot maintain a thought pattern and process something completely absurd at the same time. You're hacking your own operating system. And before you say, that's too weird, let me ask you this: is it weirder than spending 3 hours convinced everyone hates you based on zero evidence? Exactly. Okay, let me give you the full toolkit, because one method won't work every time. The catastrophe deadline: set a timer for exactly 10 minutes. During those 10 minutes I want you to catastrophize hard, worst case scenario, everything you're afraid of, write it down, say it out loud, go fully insane with it. Because here's what happens: when you force yourself to actually examine the nightmare scenario, your brain starts to see how ridiculous it is. Everyone will hate me forever and I'll die alone and pigeons will eat my body and, okay, we've lost the plot, timer goes off, you're done, moving on. The physical anchor: snap a rubber band on your wrist, splash ice-cold water on your face, bite into a lemon. Your brain is stuck in a thought loop because it's disconnected from your body. Intense physical sensation yanks you back into the present moment like a reset button. This isn't punishment, it's a wake-up call. The redirect question: every single time a negative thought appears, ask yourself out loud, is this thought useful right now? Not is it true, because anxiety doesn't care about truth. Is it useful? If the answer is no, you don't argue with it. You just say "are not useful" and physically turn your head to look at something else in the room. You're training your brain like a puppy. No, we don't chew on that thought. Here, chew on this one instead. The purpose pivot: this one sneaky. When you catch yourself spiraling, immediately switch tasks to something that requires your hands. Fold laundry, do dishes, solve a Rubik's Cube. Your brain can't fully catastrophize when your hands are busy with something tangible. It's like your thoughts need both hands to strangle you and you just took one away. But real talk for a second: sometimes negative thoughts aren't just random static, sometimes they're sirens trying to tell you something's actually wrong. Maybe you're in a situation that genuinely sucks, maybe you need to set a boundary, maybe you need professional help, and there's zero shame in that. The difference between intuition and anxiety? Intuition feels clear and calm even when it's uncomfortable. Anxiety feels like chaos. If your thoughts are screaming at you daily, that's not intuition, that's your brain glitching. And here's the part that might hurt: you have to stop identifying as the anxious one or the overthinker, because every time you say, "I'm just an overthinker," you're giving yourself permission to stay stuck. You're not your thoughts, you're the person experiencing them. Big difference. I'm not going to lie and tell you this is easy. Some days you'll use every technique I just gave you and still feel like garbage. That's okay. Progress isn't linear. It's messy and backwards, and 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but it's still progress. So here's your homework, and yeah, I'm actually giving you homework. The next time, and there will be a next time, your brain tries to drag you into the negative thought spiral, I want you to catch it within 30 seconds. Just notice it. That's step 1. You can't redirect what you don't acknowledge. Then pick any technique from this video. Just one. Try it, see what happens. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but at least you're doing something instead of just suffering through it like you have been. Comment below and tell me what your brain's favorite negative thought loop is. Let's compare notes, because I guarantee you're not alone in this, even though it feels like you are at 2 a.m. Your mind is wild, powerful, and occasionally a complete liar. Don't believe everything you think, and don't give up on yourself just because your thoughts are mean. You're still here, that counts for something. Hit subscribe if you want more real talk about mental health without the toxic positivity. I'll see you next time. Now go interrupt a thought pattern.